It is. Got my winter cap on.
So whenever you guys are ready, we'll have Phil Neville, and then after we'll go ahead and grab George waiting.
What are your thoughts after the match?
Well,
first half, second half?
Yeah, two different halves. Obviously, I thought there was some really aggressive play in the first half. Maybe a little bit of goals we needed. So I was really pleased at half time. Second half, it got a bit bitty. I was really disappointed with the goal that we give away. We had our main maul. Ian Frey, Harvey was in the back five, and Ethan came on. So it was a sloppy goal to give away. And then the young boys came on. And what the difference between the young boys tonight and the young boys of the day was there was a crowd on, there was exciting. Today they had to motivate themselves, and that's a massive big learning curve for them. So it was another good workout with three games in, where this time last year we'd played none. So fitness wise, I think we're in a really good shape. We just need those 6-7 guys out that are missing tonight to come back into the squad, and then we'll be strong.
What have you learned so far from these 3 games, and from this one in particular?
Well, I think what we've learned is that there's a lot more speed in the team, there's a lot more energy in the team, that we're going to be a lot more aggressive in our approach. I think what you saw tonight with Motta's going to be a really good player for us. And what you saw from the 3 young defenders again is they're gonna make the odd mistake, that, trying to do the right thing, and we're just going to have to go with that because of their abilities and because of the belief that we have in them. We're just going to have to go with that, get Damien back, Quinteros back, which makes us stronger, and we're in good shape.
Can I ask about Lassiter, his speed, and just what does he bring the team?
The speed and a threat in behind. Every time there's not going to be many defenders that'll be able to keep up with him. So he really makes us. He makes us have the opportunities to really stretch the teams, and him and Harvey are getting a really good combination down that right hand side. So we just need to keep working at partnerships, working at the understanding we have with each other, and he's doing okay.
Coach, I saw you many times screaming and shouting push up, push up. That's what we can expect for the season, to get a high pressure pretty much all the time, or as much as we can.
Because when you have all these players that can run and they're athletic, it's pointless. It's pointless sitting back. We're a team now that can be really aggressive, because any ball in behind us we should be able to cope with in terms of the speed. I want us to be really on a front foot, because I think with young players, you have to give them that belief that you're positive, and I think when you're really on the front foot, it gives them that encouragement that they can be positive. We said before the game tonight, Ian Frey, Harvey, release the shackles, take the handbrake off. We say take the handbrake off and just fly. Go for it. And you saw that in the first half, particularly down this right hand side, where there was a real intent to be really positive. So that was pleasing. We're 3 games in. Most of our players have trained every single day. You look at the stand. We've nearly got a team in the stand that probably a team of starters. So I feel really positive.
Can you give us an update on Campana and Rodriguez? How are they doing training, and why are we not able to see them during the West?
Well, Rodriguez got a slight tight hamstring, and it's funny really, because he felt his hamstring on Tuesday. So he came in on Wednesday and wanted to play, because the boy doesn't know his body. He just went out, I'm free, I'm fit, and we know he's not 100% fit, and because he can run at the speed of light, he needs those hamstrings, so we're going to have to be really careful for him and put the lead on him. It's probably going to be another week before he's back. Campagna's probably going to be training Monday or Tuesday. He had a little bit of a tight calf, and we didn't want to take any risks with him. Gregory Gibbs are hopefully going to be back in training this week. Who's that? I think that's everyone. Yeah.
Phil, you mentioned that speed, but that also comes with a bit of a risk that you're going to need to recover constantly, right? Like that you're going to go forward and you're always going
unless
to
we win the ball.
Right.
Unless we win the ball up there, which we want to do. And you know what? If you can run fast that way, you can surely run fast back that way. And what we've been working on is their capacities to run there and back, and run there and back. They're all young. And there's when you get Gregory back in there, Damien, there'll be a a measurement of experience to maybe sometimes just pull the reins on, and but at the moment we want them to fly, we want them to be free, we want them to play these games and say, well, you know what, I can play against MLS opposition. You know, Harvey, Ame and Frey have played against 2 MLS oppositions now, and they've all done really well, so they say, well, actually I can play in an MLS game now because they're getting more confident, and that's what these games are all about.
Can you talk about Mo Adams? What do you see in him?
Oh, he's like a tiger. He's like a tiger in midfield. The ability to cover ground, the ability. I think his biggest quality is he tackles. He wins the ball in midfield. His low centre of gravity. He wins the ball. And I thought Motta did as well. He won the ball a lot tonight. So we've got a good complement of midfield players. Victor came on in the second half and showed his experience. We know what he can do. So we've got competition for places now.
One more. That's Bryce Duke. He's injured. What's up with him?
He's going to be another 3 to 4 weeks. He's got a quad, and that was probably the worst one we got, really, Bryce Duke, which is disappointing because these games would have been really good for him. So maybe for the back end of Charleston, he'll be back with us.
You had seen a lot from him, right, early on in the first week?
Yeah, impressive. And with any young boy, he probably just pushed himself that little bit too much, and which means now he's just having to suffer by being in the gym and on his own a little bit. But he'll be back with us in a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
Still I want to talk about Damien. Is he coming back early? Because he had a red card. I guess he will not be able to play the 2 games.
Yeah, I think he only misses 1 game though. So he misses I think they play Panama away, and then he can come back for the last game. So. I was hoping for a 2-game suspension. I didn't tell him that. So,
How do you evaluate the guys that are currently over there, that are currently on international duty?
Well, I mean, you think of Quinteros last night, played against Venezuela, played against Rondon, who's a top-class striker. So it's actually a brilliant thing for a coach to see players playing at the top level. Like I said before, that Quinteros has played against some of the best strikers in the world in his group. So he had a difficult night last night. They lost the game, but he's playing against strikers that are probably at a top level, probably better than any striker in the MLS that he's going to come up against. So if they can play at that level, if Damien can play against the USA and Mexico and all these teams, then the MLS should be a good level for him as well. So I do love them when they go away on international duty, because what happens is they come back more confident, because if they can play at that level against the likes of Cavani and Rondon and the US strikers that they're playing against, then they can play against most people in the MLS. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.